Hello, everyone. Namaste. Let's start with chanting Om 3 times. So inhale deeply. Yeah. And if you feel comfortable, you can join me. Om. Om. So before we begin the physical practice, I would like you to just notice what is present in your body physically and what is present today, what kind of emotions are present and what's present in your mind. So just stay here for a moment and let's begin with noticing. Maybe there is something that our body wants to tell us. Maybe there are some places in our body that we need to be especially cautious about. And just make sure that you're not doing anything that your body is not giving you consent. So if your body is saying no, it doesn't mean maybe, it means no. And today we're going to practice most of the postures we are going to do standing. These are going to be balancing postures and strength building postures as well. And I would encourage you to have a chair around. If you know that your balance is not 150%, have a chair around because we will use it as a prop. Okay, so let's just start with moving our body a little bit. Bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees a little bit, and see how it is to move your hips, rotating your hips for a few moments with your knees soft. Knees soft, switching directions. I'm doing this video in the morning. My body's a little bit stiff. Just want to make sure that it's the body wakes up before we practice. Maybe from side to side a little bit. Now let's move our neck. So standing comfortably, inhale, lifting the chin up. And exhale, bring the chin towards the throat. You know that you may have vertigo. Having your head on the back of the chair is always a good idea. Okay, so you can do it with your chair or without. And breathing in and out through your nose. Yes, a few times. Standing wide enough that you feel stable. As your head comes to the center, you might bring your ear down as you exhale on one side, and then inhale to the center, and the other side, keeping your shoulders relaxed. Inhale, and exhale to the other side without pushing, without pressing, forcing, just allowing the side of the head to drop. And inhaling up. Exhale the other way. Feeling slight stretch on the side of the body, of the neck. Do just one more time on each side. Inhaling to the center and exhaling nicely to the side. Then inhale again. And exhale. Inhale to the center, and now let's move the neck from side to side. So inhale as you're in the center, and exhale, turn your head to one side and keeping the opposite shoulder in place. So we are not turning the torso, just the chin, neck, and inhale to the center, and exhale to the other side. Inhaling forward, and exhale the other side. Inhale, and exhale. So just one more time, inhale, exhale. Breathe in and out. And inhale, come back to the center and just notice how the neck feels now. And we're very good to, after the postures and before the postures, just noticing how the body is responding to those postures. So we're getting into the mountain pose. Mountain pose. And use your hand on the chair if you need to, but if you don't, bringing your hands palm facing forward, standing a little bit wider than your hips, or at least as wide as your hips. Elongating the spine, chin is parallel to the floor. You feel like closing your eyes and you feel safe doing that, you can do that. You don't have to. Pressing your feet nicely to the floor and feeling that connection. Engage your leg muscles, feel the muscles working. Engage your abdominal muscles slightly, but only enough that you can breathe freely through your nose. Feel the sensations in your palms, in your hands. Shoulders are relaxed. If you feel like engaging pelvic floor, you can do that. How do we do it? It's using the muscles that we use when we are waiting in the line. Peace. And we're holding the muscles. So engaging those muscles. Engaging the belly. And breathing. And feel all those muscles engaged. Not super strongly, but that you feel all those muscles in your body. And then muscle by muscle, let's do it slowly. First, let go of the tension in your arms. Then release the muscles of your belly, pelvic floor, legs. And feel how that is, how that feels. Like that. So we move to more balancing posture. The three is a posture that even those who never practice yoga probably heard other people doing. Again, we can use the chair just to just for that extra stability support. All right. You don't have to. If you feel comfortable not using the chair, please don't. It's okay. So I'm standing on my right leg, finding the balance, finding the body weight on that leg, and I'm bringing my left leg to the calf. I can also bring it onto the ankle. So this is one of the options. Another option is to hold it on the calf. Another option is to bring the leg up to the thigh. The only place on the leg where we don't want the foot to go is the side of our knee. The knees should go only one way. So the knees are not built to be pushed from sides. So when you're here or wherever your leg is, you can bring your free hand to the center of your chest. So look at something in front of you that is not moving. It's called the drishti point, it's your concentration point. You can either keep your hand on a chair or bring it together in front of your heart, if that's available for you. Another option for arms is to lift them up over your head, either keeping them separate or together. So whatever works for you, your posture. Hands in front of the heart, over the head, the hand on the chair, off the chair. Your practice and your challenge. And release, lower your arms, and help yourself keeping a hand on the chair or not. Your choice. Beautiful. And then shake that leg a little bit. And we're moving the chair to the other side if you're using it. And moving to the other side. So again, first we are finding stability on the leg, on the standing leg, chair or not, and the other foot goes on the calf, ankle, calf, or thigh. So whichever way you want to practice. Okay, let me do it here on a calf. Why not? Bringing my hip a little bit towards the midline of the body. Moving my pelvis a little bit more forward, elongating my spine. Bring my hand in front of my heart. Both hands together, if that's available for me. Or lifting the arms up, elongating the spine. Does it feel good? Increasing the space between vertebrae. Notice how that feels in your body. Keep breathing through your nose, if that's available for you. I know when we have allergies, sometimes difficult, so breathing through your mouth is okay too. Better than not breathing at all. Let go of the posture. Beautiful. Shake the leg a little bit. Nice. Very good. You got it. So now, I would like us to continue with balancing, but this time we'll add some movement to this balancing. So I'm moving the chair to the other side, and you can choose to use it or not. So this time we're going to stand. I'm going to move a little bit away from my room divider, so I don't kick it. I'm holding my head on the chair. Don't have to. Okay. Standing on the right leg, lifting the left one up, flexing my foot, and on exhalation, I'm bringing the leg back, pointing, and bringing my arm to side like a bird wing. Inhaling, lowering the arm and lifting the knee. My foot is flexed. And exhale, arm to side, bringing my foot back. And it doesn't matter how deep I go into this posture. I can even keep my foot like that, totally fine, or go deeper if that feels good. So whatever works, keep breathing and moving. Inhaling, the knee goes up. Exhaling, and bringing it back. Inhale. And exhale. And switching sides. And again, you can use the chair or not. So on the other side, I did use the chair, but I'm going to demonstrate how to do it without using the chair now. Standing on the leg on the side of the chair. So let's say it's the left leg, even though it's my right. I'm doing it without chair now, but please feel free to hold to the back of the chair, okay, if you need to. Inhale, lifting just the knee, flexing the foot. On exhalation, I'm stretching my arms to sides like bird wings or airplane wings. And inhaling, the knee goes up, the foot gets flexed. And exhaling, and moving to this variation of Warrior 3, inhaling. Try to bring the knee as high as I can. And then exhale. Let's do just one more time, and I will do it the way I'm doing it without a chair, but without challenging the balance too much. So I'm just bringing my arms to side, but keep my foot on the floor. That's another way to do this. And then release. Letting go of this. Taking the leg. Beautiful. Very good. So now let's move to another variation of Warrior 3. And we'll do it with the help of a chair for today. Of course, you can practice without the chair if you feel comfortable. But I'm bringing my hand to the back of the chair, trying to find my the length of my body, And what I'm doing here, I'm lifting my hips a little bit up. I don't want to round my back here. It's not good. Slightly bringing it more to the neutral position, okay? My hands are on the back of the chair. I inhale, lift my one leg up, bending the elbows a little bit, and breathing here. This posture for you may look like that, may look even deeper, or you may be somewhere here. Wherever you are, try to keep your spine neutral, okay? So don't round your spine, don't flex it too much, trying to keep it neutral, bending the elbows to move the body, all right? And staying here for a few breaths. And remember, it's always okay to rest. Don't have to spend the whole time in a posture if your body says please stop and release. So since I checked the length of my body, I know I'm in the right place, making sure that my spine is in a neutral position, that I'm not rounding it too much, not flexing it too much, bringing my other leg back. And again, wherever my body takes me, it may look different on each side because we're not symmetrical. So bending my elbows, I'll go a little bit more because I enjoy it and my body is allowing me to do it. It's saying, okay, this standing leg is pretty straight. The toes of my extended leg are pointing. And I'm coming back and releasing the posture. Beautiful. So from here, I'd like to take you to the practice of Warrior One. So we are going to practice Warrior One, and we're going to do it moving and breathing first, okay? So, and then we'll hold it for a moment. So let's do it. For Warrior One, the way I want you to do it is, again, making sure that I have enough space. I'm standing pretty wide on my legs. So this is not a classical way to do it, but it's a safe way, an enjoyable way to do it. So I'm standing pretty wide, so my hips are over my hips are over my ankles. I'm sending my left leg back and slightly to the side. So in a classical way, you would go one leg up behind the other. Here we are just going to have enjoyable and safe way to do Warrior One. So the foot is slightly to side. Make sure that your hips are pointing forward like a headlamp of a car. Beautiful. Make sure that you're steady here, that you can stay here, that this is a good posture for you, that you're not too wobbly. If you feel you are wobbly, one hand goes on the back of the chair. All right? The chair is on the side on my front leg. And then I inhale. I'm bending my front knee and lifting my arms up. The back knee is straight. And the back heel is on the floor. Exhaling, I'm bringing my arms down. I can keep my hand on the chair as well, and then bend my knee and lift only one arm up. Let's see what works better for you. Slight back bend is okay here. And exhaling, stretching the leg. Inhale, either both arms up or one arm on the chair. Shoulders are relaxed, arms extended. And exhale. Breathe in. And we'll stay here for a moment. Keep breathing. Relax your shoulders and keep your arms extended. See if your chin is more or less parallel to the floor. Your body weight is equally distributed on both feet. Making sure your back heel is on the ground. We don't want this. Okay, that looks good. You can have it like that or like that. It's your body's choice and your choice, ultimately. And then letting go, practice. Letting go. I'm going to Move the chair to the other side. So sending my back leg forward. Now, I want to show you something important here that I didn't do on the first side. I didn't explain. When we have our knee forward, please make sure from the side that the knee doesn't go in front of your ankle. If this is happening, you need to move your foot a little bit more forward. So it's more like the knee is over the ankle. So that's what it looks from the side. Okay, so let's continue. I'm having my chair here. This time I'm sending my right leg back. Both feet are fully on the floor, hips are facing forward. Making sure that my knee doesn't go in front of my ankle. Hips are facing forward. The stance is comfortable. If it's not, I'm making adjustments. Beautiful. Both knees straight to start with, and then bending the knee as I lift my arm up. And exhaling, lowering the knee, lowering the arm. And do it with or without stir. Inhaling up. Relaxing the shoulders, chin parallel to the floor. And exhale, lower the arms down. And inhale, lifting the arms again, bending the front knee. And exhale, lower the arms. Inhale, bending the knee, lifting the arms. And let's stay here for a moment. Pressing both feet to the floor and just noticing how the body feels. Do I feel both feet on the floor? Do I feel a stretch in the back of my back leg? By pressing both feet to the floor, I take a little bit of pressure from my groin and from the joints. So you shouldn't feel the stretch. If you feel a stretch, you shouldn't feel it in your joints. The stretch should be felt in the belly of your muscles, so the middle of the muscle, the back, not the joints. If you feel the stretch in the joints, maybe you need to loosen a little bit, soften the posture. And exhale, lower your arms. Release. Notice how that feels. Notice how that feels. And I'm going to move the chair aside for a moment. And let's reset. Let's reset a little bit. So separate your feet and bending your knees. Start swinging your arms, going higher, letting go of the ankles, reaching up, whole body movement, going lower, and to sides and back. Beautiful. So the last thing before we relax in Shavasana, I'd like us to do a little bit of moving and breathing in the chair. So if you wish to use a block between your thighs, you can do that. That will help you in keeping the knees from doing this or doing that, okay? So the knees will stay parallel, more or less. You're squeezing, also that builds the strength in your inner thighs. So I'm going to use the block. You don't have to, but make sure that the knees go straight, all right? All right, so we're going to the chair pose, moving and breathing. So as we inhale, I'm going to go the look from the side. Inhale, bending your knees, lifting your arms. The arms go close to your ears. Very good. And exhale, lowering the arms down. Inhale. So you're not moving your arms forward. The arms go up. The chin goes forward, so head doesn't go down. So trying to keep the arms parallel to the sides of your head, and exhale. And inhale again, bend the knees. Pressing the thighs against the block if you have one. Do it one more time and hold it for a moment. Pressing both feet to the floor. Just notice what's the body weight, where you feel your body weight is on your heels, maybe on your toes. See how it would be to have it on the other side. So if you feel it more on your heels, see what happens when you put it more on your toes, or maybe on your whole feet. How does that look? And exhale over your eyes and relax. Letting go of the block if you use one. We are getting ready for the final posture. I think the most important part of the practice, relaxation. And you can do your final relaxation either on a yoga mat, lying down, and you demonstrate in posture called Shavasana. So you separate your feet, arms are slightly away from the body, palms facing up, making sure that your body is fully supported. So here it's supported by the floor. But today what I'm going to do, I'm going to stay in a chair. So for those who have trouble going on the floor, on and off the floor, this is more accessible. So you can sit in a chair, making sure that your back is supported, that you are actually keeping your back fully supported by the chair. And keep your hands, feet nicely planted in the floor, or lying down on the floor if you're doing that. Hands, if you're in the chair, the hands are on your thighs, shoulders are relaxed. If that feels comfortable and you feel steady enough, you can close your eyes and just feel your feet. Notice your feet. Is there any way to relax them a little bit? And I know that the word relax is sometimes a lot to ask our body when it's not used to. So if you feel that the word relax is too much for you today, you may replace it with notice. So notice your calves and feet and relax them, or just notice them. See if you can let go of some tension from your thighs and notice how they feel against the chair or against the floor if you're on the floor. Notice the support that the chair or the floor are giving to your body, your back, to the thighs, and then notice your hands and your thighs. Pay closer attention to the palms and sensations in your palms. And your arms hanging from the shoulder, resting in your hands are resting in your lap, in your thighs. It's possible to relax your back. Muscles of your back, big muscles, and the tiny ones along the spine. And then notice your chest and abdomen and the slight movement of the chest and abdomen as you're breathing in and out. Without changing anything, notice. And notice your arms soft and relaxed. And your shoulders. Shoulders are the place where our body often stores the residual stress and tension. So you may visualize that with every breath, it's taking layers of too small clothing and just giving them away. And you welcome soft and snuggly, well-fitting clothes with every inhalation. As you're exhaling, you're letting go of things that don't serve you anymore, the qualities that you don't need in your life. And with every inhalation, you bring those things that you want more self-acceptance, kindness, self-kindness, more of that feeling of being enough, of being loved, self-love as well. And relaxing your face, making space for relaxation in your jaw, noticing if you're not clenching, letting go of any facial expression, just being soft, comfortable. Whole body feels relaxed. As relaxed as the body is able to feel today. As relaxed as the body is ready to feel today. Letting go of any tension that is not needed there anymore. And just noticing your breath for a few moments in your whole body. Notice where you feel your breath. And you may stay here as long as it is comfortable and as long as you want. Otherwise, bring your hands in front of your heart. Shout your own heart, your inner teacher. The light in me honors the same light in you. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.